Alright, welcome back here to Lawn Master, Lawn Master's Paradise. You're probably thinking, Lawn Master, what in the world are you wearing that mask? Well, one, I made a video on spraying with this stuff, weed and grass killer. Two, it's allergy season for me. I took my allergy medicine. This actually keeps the dust and pollen out of my face and my nose. So that's why I'm wearing it. So, yeah. So I'm going to be talking about these products right here, why I have them out, and teach you guys on how to use them a little bit, and what to do and what not to do. So we're going to start with Simple Lawn Solutions Lawn Fertilizer. It's Lawn Food, a 15015, okay? It's a liquid fertilizer, which will burn your lawn if you're not careful, if you don't use the correct rates, okay? So, how to start this off, if you're trying to figure out, well, Lawn Master, what's the 15015 stand for? Well, let's start with this. 15 means 15% nitrogen, 0 means phosphorus, and the other 15 means potassium. So, 15% nitrogen, 0% and phosphorus, 15% potassium. So, I've used this for a while now. It's a really good fertilizer. What I usually use is how do I mix everything? I use a what do you call it? A measuring cup, as you call it, and I measure out about 1 cup of liquid fertilizer. So I use 1 cup. I pour into a bucket. Then I come in. With my chelated iron. Okay, this has nothing in it. Just make sure it's just a make sure our lawn really green. So on the back here, it's it will stain your concrete if you're not careful. So when you're using this stuff, make sure that when you're using it, don't be spraying it on your concrete. And if you do, come back right after you put it out on your lawn and wash it off. I use a lot of this stuff, okay? So if you want a really dark green lawn, I mean, you want something looks like Augusta golf course and it's like really green, I use a lot of this stuff. So what I usually do, I use about 2 cups. So I take 2 cups, I pour it into a measuring cup, I pour 2 cups out. Then I mix it in with this, okay? Those are basically the only 2 products that make my lawn green. And this is the answer to your question. This makes your lawn really dark green. Okay? Guaranteed analysis, sulfur, 3.40%. 40%. 3.42% combined sulfur. Total iron as that is 5%. So there's 5% of iron in this bottle, okay? I don't know if I'm reading this right or whatever, but I'll try my best. Basically, this is 1 gallon. 1 gallon will treat 16,000 square feet. So if you have a 16,000 square foot lawn, you use a whole bottle. And that's basically it. It's iron. You can go out with iron anytime you want. I would do a soil test and check how the levels of your iron. So do your soil test before putting out products, because if you put out a liquid fertilizer, you can certainly hurt your lawn doing that. Putting out iron, honestly, you can't hurt your lawn with it unless you've done a soil test and you're high on iron. That's the only way. I talked a little bit about this weed killer, so we'll probably end up doing that last, so I could kind of tell you the do's and don'ts of it again for you that haven't seen the video yet. But so FYI, I did make a video back here of me spraying it. And that video won't be produced simply for the fact that my phone overheated. So that video that I made of back here is scratched. So there's no video of it. So moving on to fish fertilizer. It says it's great for all indoor and outdoor plants for organic gardening, won't burn. So it's OMR listed, OMRI listed. It's organic, as you can see there. Let me see, hold on. Yeah, it says right there. Okay, it's a 511, 5% nitrogen, 1% potassium, and 1% potash. So, you're probably thinking, well, Mister, why are you talking about fish fertilizer? Well, same thing like I talked about liquid fertilizer. This you can use on your lawn, even though it says great for indoor and outdoor plants. Guess what? I can use it for my lawn because it's organic, okay? It won't burn. So, this year I'll be using this, testing it out. It's Alaska, by Alaska, not sponsored by them, but first time using their product. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos on it, and the thing with this is I'm not getting a whole lot of information from this fish fertilizer, simply for the fact that when you're looking up YouTube videos of people talking about products, how they work, the rates, the how much to use, the ounces or the fluid ounces of it, honestly, they're doing a lot of they're cutting out a lot and just giving you parts and pieces. With my channel, I like to do a lot of uncut stuff because that's the way people actually probably understand it and see how it actually works versus, okay, I'm gonna put out fish fertilizer, cut, and then they show them talking about all this stuff like 2 tablespoons per 25 square feet. You know, I never fall. One thing I always do is I watch the video of How to a Doc, and he I guess does it without like behind the camera kind of a thing. And that's what I like about a lot of about Doc is he'll tell you if it's good or bad. He'll show you the good parts, he'll tell you the bad of it. And he's not a sponsored video, so yeah. But this stuff, I mean, so I'll read you the back of the tablespoons per gallon of water that you're supposed to use. So if people are like, well, how many tablespoons per square foot for soil? Okay, so I'll read it out to you. Vegetables, bedding, plants, bulbs, annuals. 2 tablespoons, 25 square feet for the soil, okay? Perennials, roses, vines, berries, 3 tablespoons, 25 square feet. Shrubs, 3 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons per 2 feet. Plant height, I guess it gets a little complicated. Root vegetables, 1 tablespoon, 25 square feet. Outdoor container plants, 1 tablespoon, 1 cubic foot. Trees, 4 tablespoons, 25 square feet. Okay. Then it goes into large indoor plants during growing season, 2 tablespoons. Flowering indoor plants during growing season, 1 tablespoon. Okay. So that's basically, if you're an indoor plant person, just follow those rates and you'll be fine. For us lawn people, we'll find products and people look at us crazy with cross-eyedness and say, well, that's for vegetables and plants and all that stuff. It's for indoor plants and outdoor plants. FYI, your lawn, turf, / grass is a plant. 2 + 2 is 4. If you didn't know your grass is a plant, now you do. Okay? So this year, I'm going to be mixing in this and a little bit of this. Okay? I'm going to use the rest of my iron and put out some fish fertilizer. Okay? You're probably thinking, well, Lawn Master, how much are you going to put out? Well, I was thinking about starting out about 1 cup. I don't follow these directions because I'm not doing indoor plants or outdoor plants. My lawn's a plant, so I just follow that rate. Another thing I didn't have on my channel, which I probably put on my YouTube or on my Facebook or Instagram, is seed kelp. Seed kelp is one of the best benefits of your turf grass, okay? Hands down. I've used a lot of it. I use 2 cups per 1,000, or just two cups of seed kelp on my lawn. I mix it in with liquid iron. I mix it in with Simple Lawn Solutions, okay? Then I take my sprayer and I spray it on my lawn. So you've seen me use those sprayers, okay? So people always want to talk about measurements and all this stuff, fluid ounces and all this math, and that's the problem with a lot of people is they want to be the Einstein of lawn care, and I'm just like, dude, if you know the rate that you're putting out, just put it out at the maximum rate and show us what you're putting out and show us the results in the story, okay? And I don't literally like a lot of YouTubers doing that. It kind of irks me in a way, but it's just how it is. I mean, I guess people like teaching people all this stuff, try to be safe, but how many homeowners are actually taking care of their lawn? But it's only the people on YouTube that take care of their lawn very, very rare. So, as you can tell, probably in the background, you're like, Lawn Master, you said you were going to get started with your project. Well, what's going on with it? Well, here's the update. So I've had a lot of back and forth. This is a lot of money. We're talking $900 to $1,000 for me to put a chipping green in, okay? Just to put Yukon Bermuda seed out. To buy 10 pounds of actual high quality Yukon Bermuda seeds by $170. Not knowing if 10 pounds is going to be a free shipping or not, so I haven't even looked at it. It's in my cart. Everything else that I've had in my cart, I got everything ready. It's about, I don't know, 300 and something bucks, close to $400 on top of rental equipment for that, aeration. I'm gonna be aerating on the same time, so I'm buying 2 pieces of equipment with the trailer. I don't know if my girlfriend might help me with the videoing of it a little bit, but mainly I'll be doing a lot of video like you see right now. That I'm gonna be setting up a camera, unedited, just pure ripping soil up, getting it tilled, getting it worked in. So you're probably thinking, Lawn Master, well, what time are you going to get this the equipment and everything else? Well, let's see. I'm probably going to start about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm probably going to run about 9:45, close to 10. So I'm going to hit curfew, probably a little bit past curfew on work. I'm going to have a light out here working. And, it's a lot of work, I'm telling you. And you're thinking, well, $900 to $1,000 ain't much. No, but that's as cheap as it's going to get for me doing it myself. If you had a company come in, just do that, put in the sod. I priced out the sod. I looked at sod. A pallet of sod is about $1,100, not counting the delivery and them to deliver it and where it's coming from. I don't even know if it's local. It probably comes from the Midwest. But yeah, so this project's gonna be taking place this weekend, hopefully. So Friday I'll be doing the tilling of the dirt. Saturday I'll be hopefully finishing up tilling in that morning. So I don't even have a morning time. I'll estimate, let's say, if I wake up at 7:30, I should be outside by quarter to probably 8:30, 9, quarter to 9. Firing up that equipment by 9:15, 9:30. Work from 9:30 till about noon, 1, maybe 2, I don't know. Hopefully I can get everything done by noon, by 12:30. Take a lunch break. And then 1 to 3, hopefully start my aeration. So do about a 3-hour aeration. So the way I'm going to be doing aeration is I'm going to be going one way. Okay? Then what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to hurry up, turn everything around, go the other way. So there's going to be cores all over the place, so it looks like poop. And if people say, oh, keep your cores for nutrients, don't listen to that crap, because there's no nutrients in those plugs. The whole reason you're aerating is to get air, nutrients, and food down in your soil. Okay? So people say, oh, there's nutrients. No, don't listen to those kind of things. And that's what I'm saying is, you go on YouTube and watch these YouTubers. They put in, they don't say that, they have nutrients. They say, oh yeah, they have nutrients, just keep them in, They will literally have, if you leave your cores, doesn't matter if you have cool season or warm season, you leave those cores on there, that machine runs them over, you will have silver dollar spots, which will plug up your area of grass that you're trying to grow, and it will die. Okay? It's kind of like, put it this way, you have a Bermuda lawn, okay? And all of a sudden, one of your neighbors has a tree. Well, that tree is going to shade your lawn out, and it's going to slowly kill off your Bermuda lawn. And you can sit there and water it, feed it, and do all this stuff, but guess what? You're throwing away your money. You know what the real problem is? That tree. The tree is causing shade. So what I'm talking about shade is, look how my lawn is right now. We're at 5 o'clock, close to 6 o'clock right now. This is what you call manual or natural shade, okay? This is what you call natural shade. You see it in the background, that tree right here? That's called natural shade. That's not forced shade. What I'm talking about forced shade is, the trees here will, when in the middle of the day, by noon or 1 o'clock, it will shade out your lawn. That's forced shade, where that tree is shading out your lawn, and really you want to open the canopy and allow sunlight to come in and make your lawn grow. That's why I took out my orange tree and my tendula tree. And you're probably like, well, Lawn Master, why did you take down the orange tree? It's good fruit and it's good to eat. Well, yeah, but you get such abundance of it that you don't need it. It just comes into a waste. So I might as well just take hands in my own matter. If I'm going to put a lawn in here, I take the shade out. I want natural shade. Right now, I'm having natural shade. I'll show you. So I'll flip the camera around real quick. That's natural shade, okay? This is all natural shade. At the end of the day, the sun's going down, as you can tell. See? This is what I'm talking about, natural shade. And this is what you want, natural shade. You don't want when it's 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where the sun is shining over your lawn, and the tree is forced to shade out your lawn. You don't want that. Okay? So, that's what I'm talking about. Flip. Okay? Now that's the big difference with shade. Now with cool season, you probably want that. You definitely want forced shade. You want that tree to hit by, if it's going to be 102 degrees by noon, you want that shade on your grass, okay? You want that cool season grass to cool down for the day. So by the afternoon, your lawn will stay alive, okay? So that's just how it is. little benefits of natural shade versus forced shade. I call it forced because the sun blocks, or the tree will block out the sun. So next topic. Spectracide weed and grass killer. Okay? You're probably like, what in the world, Lawn Master? What are you doing? Well, why you have this? Well, simple fact is I have a lot of weeds. I had that Italian arum. I guess it's called arum, A-R-U-M. Thank you, by the way, the 45 people who watch my channel. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate you. Just kind of help out my content. So every time I put out a video and people view it, it helps out my channel. If you like and subscribe, have that notification bell turned on. At the end of the week, I get a weekly report of how many people have viewed it, the duration, and your ages. Okay? On YouTube, we have this child YouTube thing, which I don't agree with, but it's whatever. It's kind of the law of YouTube now. There's so many laws that you have to have. If you notice, my YouTube channel has a lot of copyright issue with music. I've submitted a third-party music the third-party app that I use is I submit it to YouTube, and they still give me copyright strikes. I'm like, dude, you know, this is why we can't put music over or certain things, because YouTube is so, oh, this is, you're copyrighting our music. You're taking our rights. No, I never said once in one of my videos that any of that's my music. I do have my dad's music, by the way, on a Spotify account, so I don't use it. I used it once, and I kind of got in trouble for it because I don't have the rights to my dad's music anymore, so FYI. Anyways, back to this. Weed and grass killer. You definitely want to use this for your weeds. Just go around and, like I said in the first video, watch that very carefully. Go down to the root zone of the plant, spray it, and do all that to all the plants, and then afterwards go on top and spray the top of the leaf, so the leaf blade doesn't get all, so the photosynthesis, as I say, I think that's what it's called, photosynthesis of the plant stops growing. Because if you just spray the leaf with photosynthesis, underneath that root zone, underneath that root where that plant's growing, that root is still alive. So make sure you go down to the root first and then spray the leaf blade. That's how you get success. And you're wondering, man, Lawn Master, how'd you figure that? Well, when I read that big passage to you guys about Italian arum, whatever it's called, it specifically said use glyphosate. Well, you're thinking, well, what was in that poison ivy killer? That's glyphosate, okay? There was glyphosate in there, okay? If you look and read the back of each of these jugs, when you go to your Lowe's and Home Depot, it will tell you what's in there, okay? It will tell you, somewhere in here, it'll tell you what is in this bottle, what it's mixed of, okay? And you're probably thinking, well, why you don't just use the weed killer safe for lawns? I do, okay? There's a whole different video on that, and they make different products. Roundup was surprisingly, I looked up, they invented, you know, Roundup kills everything, right? Everybody's known Roundup to be glyphosate king. Kills grass, kills everything, just pollutes our world. Well, somewhere in that science world there, someone in the Roundup production said, hey, if Spectracide can make a version of Safe for Lawns, can't we? How do we make that formula? Well, they put their science guys together on a table and said, hey, what's the formula so we can have Roundup Safe for Lawns? Someone made it, I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet, and I don't really. I would have to do more research on it in order to use it. I'd rather look it up, research it, versus just grab something off the shelf and start swinging it around like a wand and saying abracadabra, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. I don't do that. Okay. I probably only do that with these products because I use them. I use them more, and I know what they're made for. And if I was going to kill off a homeowner came to me and said, "Hey, lawn master, I don't want cool season lawn. I'm gonna cut my tree down. I want a nice looking Bermuda lawn." I said, "Okay, I'll come in with weed and grass killer, and I'll come in, spray off their whole entire lawn. Okay, just whack it out, and that's what it's good for. If you really want to if you want to have a lawn project like my neighbors, like my neighbor has all his lawn looks like weeds, very little grass. If they really wanted to, they can buy this. Make sure you're doing your PPE, other protective equipment. Learn that, study that. Okay. If you wanted to do learn how to do lawn care, like a basic lawn care, grab this and put on your protective equipment and go out there and spray your lawn, and make sure no one walks on it because it's very, very toxic. That's also why I wear masks. I've yet to say, don't go out there not wearing your PPE, because guess what? You'll end up in the hospital. So that's a little bit about this weed killer. I actually went back here and sprayed, but there is no video of it because my phone overheated. And you're probably thinking, well, lawn master, why don't you go back and do it? No, because I have very little left of this product. And this product was $18 at Target. My girlfriend had a little Target, I guess, discount, as you call it, like I do have my Lowe's rewards. It was on sale for $12.99, so out the door is about 14 bucks. Okay. Target, there's something funny about Target if you didn't know that. If you look at their lawn care garden, or not lawn care, but garden section, they carry very little product. But if you can catch it like I did with this in the beginning of the season, I guarantee you could pick this up for like 14 bucks. So if you're really into like taking care of stuff for the whole season, for a whole lawn care season of your backyard, making things look really good and keeping weed suppression away, heck, I would have went out and bought every single one of these. But guess what? A budget. I'm on a budget. So people are thinking, well, if you're on a budget, lawn master, how do you afford the expensive fertilizers? Well, I went out in 2020 and I worked real hard. So I went to the big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, and I saw, Doc was talking about, lawn care stuff, and I found his email list. And this is after I put this type of hybrid Bermuda in. And I got it really looking like a golf course. Perfect for like a season. In 2021, I said, okay, I'm going to challenge Doc to keeping the lawn perfect. And I saw everybody else's pictures. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll take one picture. And that one picture flipped my world from this way, upside down, to this. And he literally made a whole video talking to me about about my picture, of the one picture I sent to him on his channel, saying, I called his lawn the Bermuda Lawn House. And every time you've seen that video, he talks about Bermuda Lawn House, and he talks about this, he talks about this. And that's when he started transitioning over to his farm property. And he just bought his farm property and is going from a residential home to a farm property, 40 acres. And I made my own YouTube channel because he inspired me to do this. And that's why I call myself Lawn Master, because I practice and practice and practice. Before I put any kind of content on YouTube, I practice, okay? And that's where a lot of lawn care things, that's how, when you go into to expensive neighborhoods, like if you go up to Folsom, Los Lagos, part of Folsom, you go into these really rich areas, you see their yards pristine, perfect. They're not even like, whoa, what the heck? Who takes care of them? Well, they're doing that program. You know, they have $5-10 million homes that they manage. They charge $50 to $100 an hour because they're professional. This is what they do. They take care of it. They know what they're doing. So that's just a little bit about what I have thought of and stuff like that. And then from 2020 to 2026, for 6 years, that, you know, I've been producing this paradise kind of look of my yard. It's pretty nice. I'm not saying my yard's perfect at all. Nope, not perfect. Ain't going to be. There's no such thing as perfect. I mean, it's good. It's great. But can it be improved? Oh yeah, it definitely could be. You know, I could have a new fence. I could have this, and this. But, you know, I look back and I just see, you know, if I did it myself, because what I preach, and well, I don't preach it, but what I say is, I practice what I'm good at. I don't practice what I'm not good at. So, I practice lawn care and landscape. Well, what do you mean, Lawn Master, by landscape? I mean, by making certain cutouts and certain shapes of the lawn. So if I take a lawn, I just assess it and I look at it and I say, okay, I'm just going to follow the outline and do something with that. I just take the outline of what the yard is and I turn it into my own creation. I just use that. That's my template, okay? That's what I do. I don't go and say, oh, well, I'm a lawn landscape house builder. I would never proclaim myself as building a home or fixing my home, because I don't do that. So that's just kind of the thing I say. I practice and I stay where I'm at. And I think a lot of the people that see they're this, I don't know. You know, I think just putting up a sign saying I do these things, putting up labels saying, oh, I looked up roof pressure washing, roof cleaners. Did you know there's not a such thing as cleaning your own roof? I mean, there is, but you literally have to have a license to clean your roof. You can't just say I will pressure wash your roof, because if you look it up, if a homeowner pressure washed his own roof, do you know you would damage your own roof? And if homeowner's insurance found that out, you would be liable and pay thousands of dollars to fix your own damage. Just saying. So I practice what I do is lawn care and landscape. Even though landscape means putting in irrigation, doing all the plumbing, all the, you know, sod, this, that. It can be many forms of lawn and landscape. It doesn't just have to be the, you know, oh, I'm a sod guy. I'm this. No. Lawn and landscape is you know, you can cover a lot of things, but you can also cover yourself in just saying, I just do lawns. I use products to keep lawns going and doing this and this and this. So, I know this video is a little bit long, so I'm going to wrap it up here. So, you got the gist of weed and grass killer. There is stuff out there. It's Spectracide. And if any professional or some guy in a business attire says pest control and stuff like that, kind of research what pest control is and watch those videos, because just like this, say if, for instance, a professional came to me and said, oh, I'm a professional weed killer guy. I said, okay, how much do you charge? Well, our products are nothing like this product. Okay, well, how was this product invented for homeowners? Because I can go out and get Roundup that these guys use. You know, all the professionals proclaim that this is different from that product. No, because what this product does is the same product that you're paying $120 a month for. That's same with the bug guy, same with the pool guy. You know, it's all the same product. So that's where the DIY homeowner should really start researching things on, okay, why am I spending $120 a month to have a pool guy come out, and he's putting out all this product, keep my pool clean, it's sort of clean, but if I got the same product, because there's pool supplies, you can go out and do it yourself. If I can save $120 a month and do it myself, is the benefits the same, or is it going to be worse? Well, put it this way. When I first started learning about turf and grass and how the everything worked, soil health, yeah, I mean, look at my lawn right now. I mean, it's not even perfect. And people are like, oh, you got patchy, Dude, it's called learning. So, just be careful what you guys do out there, because if you guys are paying overpriced amount of money for something, and you can literally spend the time on a Saturday learning this stuff, and you can get it down to where, okay, I can get that product, and I can pour it out, I can measure, I can do this, I can do that. You can literally take that 120, put it in your pocket, and save it, and buy it yourself. Probably save you $20-$40. Well, guess what? Every little bit of money that you save doing it yourself, the results are amazing. You're like, man, I really did that. And that's what it's all about, you know? So, I think I'm going to cut it there. From Lawn Master at Lawn Master's Paradise. We'll see you guys in the next one.